I'm Tony Sklar with bnetTV. We are here at the CCA in Las Vegas for 2013. I'm having the pleasure of speaking with Miss Linda Martin from PC Management. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
Very well, thank you. This is one of my favorite conferences to be at, and I say that, there's a lot of great conferences that bnetTV covers, absolutely, no question about it, but I really like to talk about infrastructure. I really like to talk about where the carriers, Tier 2s, Tier 3s, and the top ones are going, and plus there's a lot of infrastructure and backhaul things that are going on here right now. So, the ecosystem is still in a wonderful set of flux in the right direction.
No, I agree. There's always a lot of new things going on, especially in the Tier 2, Tier 3 market. We're never, the early adopters. We're always the fast or slow followers. But nonetheless, there's a lot of things in the ecosystem that the Tier 2 and Tier 3 carriers, the CCA members, really contribute and add to innovation and growth in the industry.
I commend Steve Barry and the board, which you are a board member of here at CCA, for continuing to grow this show and the organization in the manner that you have. Everybody that we speak to on the floor on a consistent basis, all the members have nothing but just positive things to say about what you're doing here.
Oh, Steve has done a great job along with his staff. I mean, just look around, all of the booths, all of the growth. I can remember when this was, a small one room, a dozen vendors, and it has just grown. All of the membership has grown. Steve and his staff has done a great job with that, as well as in additional services. So it's an exciting place to be.
For all the people out there in bnetTV land, give me a brief overview of PC Management and, again, what you've just recently announced here.
Oh, great. PC Management is a services and management company that's been building and operating cellular telephone companies, to put it sort of simply, for about 22 years. So we've built, operated, and sold about 15 companies, wireless companies, from cradle to grave. And most of them we branded as Cellular One, but we have a couple that we have now branded independently, including one in Pennsylvania that we run today called MX Wireless. And in addition to running carrier companies, about 7 years ago, we started to expand our business to provide the same kind of services, our network services, our back office services, all of the services that we've been providing to carriers, carrier grade services for 20 odd years, to MVNOs. And what we discovered was that MVNOs need the same kind of services, the same kind of support that a carrier does, they just don't own spectrum. And so we provide services to MVNOs. We've grown that in the GSM world for about 7 years, and we just announced that we are expanding our portfolio and now are partnering with Sprint to bring Sprint's CDMA and LTE networks to our portfolio of services. So it's a very exciting time for us.
It's a very exciting time. I'm glad that you touched on the MVNO market. It's something that I want you to expand upon a little bit here. The MVNO market has gone through some ebbs and flows, or some challenges, if you will, in the past, let's say, 3-4 years. What's turned it around? Why is it getting a bit of a resurgence now?
Well, I think some of it's just learning curve. Some of it is the fact that the Tier 1 carriers had to get comfortable with sharing, which is not something they're always really good at. But recognizing that the MVNOs bring a lot of value. They're a sales channel. They hit niche markets that the Tier 1 carriers are never going to be able to do in an effective way. Some of the early entrants in the MVNO space really didn't understand the complexity of the mobile ecosystem. They had content, they had a good idea, but they didn't understand necessarily what it takes to be a mobile operator. And so some of them failed. But through the learning curve and companies like ours, there are opportunities now for someone who has a great idea to serve a niche market, but they don't have to know all the complexities. There's people they can partner with, like PC Management and others, that will take care of all that back office, take care of the network integration, and let them worry about their customers and their business and marketing strategy.
Linda, what are some of the challenges that you and your PC Management team have experienced within the last 24 months that's going to propel you within the next 12 months to be one of the leaders within the industry?
Well, one of the challenges actually have been working with some of the national operators, and so bringing them along to understand that innovation takes change, and change is difficult for everybody, and we've had to deal with that, but we've been very successful. We've grown our business to nearly 1 million subscribers, and now we're recognized as being one of the most successful MVNEs out there. And so going forward, doing a partnership with Sprint, who is very collaborative, very supportive, very enthusiastic about our business, will allow us to really take it from the next level and grow the business. And we're not abandoning our GSM roots. We're going to continue to grow with GSM, but now we're able to add LTE and CDMA, and I think that's really going to take us over the next hump and really momentum to go forward.
So with the Tier 2 and Tier 3 operators here in North America, how quickly do you think that they're going to move to those particular services?
They're different pace for different people. So, but they're moving more quickly than I think a lot of people realize. The pace of the technology change is ever faster, and the Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4 operators are moving more quickly than they ever had as well. You have to survive today. Nobody can be an island. Increasingly challenging to figure out how to not be an island with ever-changing technology, band plans, and infrastructure changes. But the Tier 2, Tier 3 operators are certainly moving very quickly, and I think they're in a good position to really fill in those holes and grow the business and be good partners with the big guys.